Hey guys, we're
More showed their full body.
reacting to Zach films. So, how does he have? Well, I am subscribed, so I never lose them. If you guys want me to, do this again. So, but why does he have 584,000 subscribers? Okay, we're gonna react.
If Mount Rushmore showed their full bodies, the geometry would collapse instantly. Their faces are so close together that the rest of their bodies would have to twist just to fit. They'd basically be kneeling, elbows locked, foreheads touching. From the other side of the mountain, oh my God. If Mount Rushmore showed, she stole a jacket and some food caught on camera by the shop assistant. It was freezing outside and the homeless woman was starving. When the police arrived and heard her story, everything changed in an instant. He quickly shot her 67. She stole a jacket. If you scan a QR code to pay for parking, you could be scammed. Scammers stick fake QR stickers over real ones when you scan. It opens a fake payment page that steals your card details or installs malware. Before you even realize your money's gone. Instead, open the camera and try to catch the scammer with a Pokeball.
What the fuck?
If you scan a QR, start by moving a pawn. Your opponent will fall into the trap. He will do the same, so move another pawn, but 2 squares. This will guarantee you a checkmate. Now, he will move the tower, so you move the Boeing 767. Start by moving.
I with the gym teacher. Please.
If a cheetah and I Show Speed raced over 100 meters, most people would assume the cheetah would easily win. But that's not necessarily true. The cheetah explodes off the line, reaching incredible speeds within seconds. However, after covering around 80 meters, its body begins to overheat, forcing it to slow down significantly. I Show Speed instead, on the other hand. Yo, Speed, what the fuck? If a stranger in a busy tourist spot offers you a free friendship bracelet, you're going to be scammed. Before you can react, they'll try to put it on you quickly, tie the knot so it can't be taken off, then aggressively pretend for cash. The moment they approach, the only safe move is to take out a MK-153 rocket. If a stranger in a busy...
What the hell?
If you're stuck in a water slide and someone else is coming down the slide, most people think they should try to climb back up. The slippery surface makes this nearly impossible. Instead, try to create space for air by tilting your head back. If water keeps rising, this will help to create enough surface area. If you're stuck in a water, if you drop your phone in the toilet, pull it out and quickly turn it off. Then take out the SIM card and the battery if you can. Now, some people think you should put it in rice to suck out the water, but this might cause some Asian guys fighting to repair it. Instead, if you drop your phone in the toilet, pull it out and quickly turn it off. Then take out the SIM card and the battery if you can. Now, some people think you should put it in rice to suck out the water, but this might cause some Asian guys fighting to repair it. Instead, put the phone into a balloon and spin it at high speed to drain the water. If you He was hiding in a trash can wearing a mask to play a Halloween prank. His friends staged a fake interview to get the victim to stop in front of the trash can where he was, but something went wrong. You see, they didn't know that the boy had a pacemaker and so could not be subjected to a jump scare. When the boy jumped out to scare him, he didn't react. You almost scared me. He was hiding in a trash can. He slides one arm into the red padded sleeve while the other rests inside a small handle hidden in the head. His fingers pull a lever that opens the mouth as he speaks, and a thumb switch makes the tongue twitch. A mesh panel behind the smile lets him see out, and a tiny fan sucks air through one eye. A cue sheet glows under a small LED, and a monitor on his belt shows his movements, letting him match the voice and the grin in real time. He slides...
When you fart in an elevator? All right, let's see.
He found a lava lamp and drank it in his bedroom after coming home dead drunk. You see, he thought the lava lamp had alcohol inside, but right after drinking it, his stomach started to hurt. He decided to try to poop, but his ass erupted like a volcano. He found a lava lamp. He sliced open his finger and placed the cheating magnet inside. And when he rolled, the magnetic dice would stick to the cup, letting him score high numbers and win every time. The magnet was extremely powerful, and this... He sliced open...
Babe, what are you doing?
Always start by matching numbers over colors. This lowers the chances of giving your opponent an easy move. Use a reverse and play a +2. If your opponent also plays a +2, then respond with a +4. But if he also responds with a +4, then play a plus orbital railgun. Always start. When you get a tattoo, the needle pierces the first layer of your skin and releases ink inside. This happens at high speed and can cause pain and irritation, but some people may experience pleasure. This is because the machine is turned off, and some. When you get it, this woman had two people would intentionally hide under the queen's dress before an important speech. You see, when the queen wanted to pee, one woman would collect it in a cup while the other would drink it. This allowed the queen to pee without leaving the conversation. But if the queen needed to fart, one of the two had. Two people. Why do the royal guard?
Your name might be Sigma, but
He stumbled drunk across the train tracks, falling asleep with his head on a rail. The train driver saw him from a distance and immediately pulled the emergency brake handle. This caused the wheels to skid, and the train was still traveling at high speed. He was asleep and didn't hear the train coming. By then, there was nothing that could be done anymore. He stumbled drunk. If an elephant drinks a giant Red Balls, could it give him wings to fly? A can of Red Balls contains water, sugar, and holy juice, which is why it's so expensive. So if an elephant drinks premium 98-octane gasoline, he could become a propelled two-way. If an elephant drinks.
Okay, that makes no sense.
A tiny nail is placed inside the drilled hole, then glued shut and repainted.
Okay.
This makes one side of the ball heavier, causing the ball to roll where you want. So in a tense moment during the pool game, look for the spot where the nail is and pull the rod so tiny. If you put your fingers in a Chinese finger trap and try to pull them out, you will see that this is not possible, because when pulled, the fibers contract around your fingers. To escape the trap, you should instead push your fingers together, and this will release it. But never use the trap with another person. If you have to, just make sure you put your finger. If you put searching for my turtles,
What the
always
heck?
start. If someone is always start from the top middle block. This is the least risky move. As the game continues, identify
that.
and gently test blocks to find the ones that are easiest to pull out. A key strategy is to leave unstable side blocks for your
supposed to be on
opponent
top.
and never touch the corners first. But if your opponent also start from the top middle block, then use a tiny special C4 block and insert it in. Always, if someone is choking, you can stand behind him, place your fists on the chest, and repeatedly push hard toward you. This forces the air in their lungs up into the throat and can help push out the stuck object. If this doesn't work, then push harder and perform a perfect backdrop. If someone is choking,
What the fuck?
you place it into the baby's nose, then gently suck through the mouthpiece to pull out their mucus. But if that baby is sick, the mucus is full of bacteria that will end up in your lungs, infecting you too. Instead of sucking, you should blow hard so the baby will inflate like a balloon and explode. You place it. If you crash, can you try time warp feature?
The time warp feature, and it's supposed to keep it where you make it. And you guys.
Okay, thank God.
If your
He-
eyes
he gave me
point
a
in
break.
different directions, a doctor will make a small incision in your eye, then cut your toenails with a circular saw, and finally give you a nice Brazilian wax under your armpits. This will fix your eyes so that they now point in the same direction, leaving you in excellent health. If your
What the fuck
bullet
was
was
that?
shot and lodged in his chest, but doctors
Wait, that looks like Gregory.
It was shot and lodged in
Leave
his
a like if
chest,
you
but
agree.
doctors said it was too close to his brain, so they decided to leave it there.
That's
He
a
grew
whole-
up and led
duh.
a normal life, but at the age of 78, his belly began to grow, so he went to the hospital for tests. He discovered he was pregnant, and 9
How
months
did I
later,
guess
he
it in
gave
my
birth
mind?
to a bullet baby. Bullet
How old is my soulmate? Please be legal.
If you bubble wrap the Earth, can you save it from a meteor? A
No.
meteor large enough can be several miles in diameter and travel at tens of miles per second. To wrap Earth in bubble wrap, you would need many tons of it. But that's not the only problem. Bubble wrap is too satisfying when popped, so it's practically impossible to He licks the buttons on the controller that control the movements in the game,
And
which
he
means
bites.
he only uses his tongue to play. When he was a child, he fell off his bike and his body was paralyzed except for his tongue. Now he uses it to control the movements in the game.
Then how did he just
Unfortunately,
move?
this technology has arrived
His
in the
neck.
yo, what the fuck kind of
What the heck?
If everyone farted at the same time, you might think it would create a global fart explosion. But is that really the case? A single person's fart can actually contain traces of flammable gas. But for something to actually happen,
That's true.
everyone would have
Put
to be
it
in
near
one place on Earth, and their
a
farts would cause the Earth's
can.
rotation to increase, causing everyone to age faster and die. If everyone farted at the
So,
if
like,
lightning strikes a
basically,
Tesla, can it
it's gonna-
recharge the car's battery? An
No.
average lightning bolt discharges a voltage of about 100 million volts and has a typical energy of approximately 10 billion joules.
It can-
A Tesla battery
Wait, fact. A lightning strike is so fast it can go to the moon in 3 seconds. That's true.
has around 100 kilowatt hours. So to recharge it to 100%, you would need around 360 lightning strikes, which would probably bring it to life, turning it into a transformer that will slap your ass.
What the fuck?
If a pigeon eats gunpowder, will it lay grenades instead of eggs?
No.
This bird usually feeds on worms or seeds found in nature, but feeding it gunpowder will transform its reproductive system into a natural grenade factory. Technically, all you need to do is attach a magazine and a trigger.
Why is there
You should have a
Donald
100% functional grenade launcher. The man escaped from prison by shooting a ball and chain from a cannon, according to legend. But this is impossible. The ball and chain is made of solid iron and weighs about 45 pounds on its own. It was designed to slow down prisoners in case of escape. The prisoner actually managed to load it into the cannon when he fired. The man escaped from...
Why have I never?
Imagine you have to defuse a bomb with a blue, red, and green wire. One of these will defuse it, but the other two will make it explode. You choose the blue wire, but when you are about to cut it, a message appears on the bomb screen saying that the blue wire will detonate it. Now you have to choose between the red and green wires. If you think you have a 50-50 chance, you're wrong. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck to do anymore. Maybe double it and give it to the next person. Imagine you have to defuse. If you get a subwoofer big enough, can you use it to fly? A normal subwoofer is about 15 inches, just enough to crush your windows and destroy your eardrums. But to actually lift you off the ground, you'd need one the size of a stadium, pumping out 200 decibels per
kill
second.
you?
That's like 100 million times the power of a normal-sized one. And the instant it switches to maximum...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If you get a subwoofer...
Monkey happy. Ooh. Monkey hungry. Oh, I can't eat it. Oh my.
If you play scissors, you have less chance of winning. Statistically, women play scissors more than other shapes because it is a simple gesture. So
Did you put
instead,
up the middle
always
finger?
play rock as your first move because you have a 35% greater chance of winning. But if your opponent plays paper, then you do a triple round. If you play scissors, if you fired a giant sniper rifle, could you handle the recoil?
No.
A normal sniper rifle is
No.
generally between 40 and 60 inches long, with 51 millimeter caliber 30
I think we
bullets.
got that wrong.
So if you fired a giant one, you shouldn't be able to handle it, and it would
Yeah,
be
you
enough
just
to get
lied.
pregnant and probably have a happy family. If you fired a
No, I didn't hack my phone to make
Why
it.
is it
if
a
you set a
man?
giant sticky trap, can you run fast enough to get over it?
No.
This type of trap is used to catch mice or cockroaches and is incredibly effective given its stickiness and the weight of the animal. A person of average weight would need to run at around 90 miles per hour, but as soon as you... If you set a
What the
start by making a small hole in the lips. This makes it easier to insert the first smaller ring. Once the wound has healed, the ring is removed and a larger one is inserted. This is repeated several times until the desired size is reached. In their beautiful culture, this is a sign of beauty and maturity. Generally, those with the largest rings are seen.
Is this how it ends?
Put your foot in the stirrup and hold on to the saddle to prevent slipping. Push your right leg up forcefully to help you climb on. Then swing your left leg over. Keep an upright position. Then press the red button to activate ride mode. Insert and turn the keys to start the
Are you
engine.
fucking
Finally,
kidding me?
slowly speed up with the throttle. Put your foot in the
Okay,
stirrup. If you put
seriously?
your finger in the barrel of a gun, some people think it would stop the bullet and make the barrel explode. but that's not
No.
completely true.
It would just blow
Doing
your finger
this
off.
would easily shatter your finger as the bullet continued
Exactly.
on. To really stop the bullet,
What was
you shouldn't
that?
put your finger there. But if you put your finger in the barrel of a...
Oh, what the fuck?
The American eel has a secret that no one knows about. You probably know that
What the
eels can create a deadly
What is that,
electric
John
shock,
Cena?
but that's not all. Their blood contains a toxic protein if ingested raw. But
What
what
was
not
that?
everyone knows is that this fish doesn't even have teeth, even though it's... If you use cotton swabs to clean your ears, be careful. Many people use cotton swabs without knowing how dangerous they can be.
Yeah,
Not
you
only
can
can they
just push
cause
your
infections,
earwax
but when you
more
use a
in
cotton
your,
swab, you push the earwax deeper
ear.
into the ear, which can cause pain. Instead, use a flack 18 to 36 88 mil.
What the fuck?
If you use,
Which med?
always start from a corner. This
Okay,
doubles your
bye.
chances of winning.